Oh, double header, day 2, Ilford. All I'm going to say is, by the way, welcome back to the Road to GB Top 100 Weekender Special Edition Part 2 double header. What a mouthful. It's precision here, just woken up, played Rocket Padel Ep.10 yesterday, grade 4, and today it's Rocket Padel Ilford, grade 5. But what I was going to say is, thank God I didn't get to the final yesterday, because I would have been absolutely fried, mate. If I got far in that tournament yesterday, I would have woken up today feeling like I've been hit by a train. I played 2 matches and I feel fucking achy, bro. Oh my goodness. And I didn't get the best sleep as well. I had 2 burgers last night and fries. And I thought that would be a good decision right before going to sleep. Wasn't a good decision at all. It was a bad decision. I just don't know why. I just couldn't really sleep very well. But I've got enough sleep, like the clocks went back, whatever, so I got an extra hour. But fuck me, if I went far yesterday, I would have been cooked today. Absolutely cooked. But it is what it is. We're ready. We're going to go. Earlier start today. It's 9:50 start. I'm dressed. And let's go and see what Ilford has to offer today. Oh my goodness. Yeah. The weekend doubleheader part 2 continues. We're at Ilford right now. Back with the boy. Here he is. Come on. What are you saying? Consolation winner.
Come on.
Yeah, we're back. Ready for part 2. Feeling good today. You know, hopefully we can do a bit better than yesterday, but if not, have fun as always. Let's fucking get it, baby. It's actually lively in this place, bro. This place is super lively. I actually like it. Courts, you've got matches going on court, loads of people here. All the people come up to me already, like, it's sick. We are last on, like yesterday. I don't like being last on, I like being first on. It is what it is. Waiting for a court to be freedom on. Okay, so here we go, another tournament, grade 5 Rocket Ilford, round of 16. I'm playing with Luke, who is hitting the ball here, nice lob there. And we're playing against Atif and Subhan. I think I've said your names right, but if I haven't, I apologise. But here we go, round of 16, the first match for the tournament. It's always nervy, and as you can see, I haven't put the scoreboard on the top of the screen, which I usually do, because I'm not going to show too much of this match, because one, Luke, my partner, didn't want me to put too much of it in, because he said to me after that was the worst he's ever played in a paddle match before. So I was like, fair enough, I'm not going to show too much. He didn't really want me to. And also, this is going to be a very, very long video. If you've seen the title, it should give you an idea of why. And so I cannot put every single point of every single match in. It'll be like a 2-hour-long video. So I'm going to show you a couple points from this round of 16 match. But basically, Luke didn't play very well, my partner, and I was getting a little bit frustrated because, you know, obviously I wanted to start tournaments well. And yeah, I was just not really having a great time in this match. I don't know what it is about first round matches in tournaments, but recently my head's just not been in it. But I thought we were going to be way too strong for these guys, but it turned out that the scoreline was actually much closer than we anticipated when we were warming up and when we first started playing the match, which is quite interesting. It happens in these tournaments, you know, you throw in bad matches. But actually these guys were, to give them credit, they were quite solid players. As you can see here, they were hitting some good shots, moving us around. They didn't make many mistakes. You know, they were solid players. But me and Luke, you know, coming into this, we thought we were going to do like really well and just win easily. And sometimes that does throw you off when you play people who you know you're better than. You start to play a little bit tighter and get a bit nervous. And add that onto the fact that it's the first match of the day, and I was filming, and I don't think Luke's been in the tournament video of me filming. It's the first time we played together. All of this kind of made this kind of thing happen. Luke didn't play that great, but you know, it's fine. Here's some couple points that I'm showing. I cut out a lot of his misses, but you know, it doesn't matter because, you know, it happens. He also played some solid points as well. We both played some solid points. It wasn't like absolutely awful, but the scoreline at the end was, I'll just throw in one there, but I didn't throw many in. But he didn't actually play that bad. Like, he did throw some good points in here. Like, it wasn't awful. The scoreline at the end was 7-6, 6-4, I believe. It was close. It was a bit of a scramble. It was a bit of a scrappy match. But we did manage to come through in the end. And at the end of the day, a win is a win. Doesn't matter how you get there. So into the quarterfinal, straight into the quarterfinal. This one was going to be a little bit harder because, as you can see, warming up here, we're playing against Jason and Tom. Jason is the dad of a very, very good paddle player, Rio. Rio Hanif. Some of you might have heard of his name. Very good paddle player, young paddle player in GB. So we knew this was going to be quite difficult, much harder than the first game, as these guys, I think Jason came from a tennis background. He did come from a tennis background as well. So obviously you're going to have good hands at the net and stuff, good volleys. But we started playing much better. I said to Luke after the first match, listen, forget about it. Like, he wasn't in a great headspace. I wasn't in a great headspace, but I said, listen, forget about it. It's the first match of the tournament. And instantly, the level increased. Luke started playing really, really well. Like, much better than the first match, as you can see in some of these early points. And kind of, we got hope again that we can do well in this tournament. Because after the first match, I don't know about Luke, but I was like feeling like, what are we doing? We're never going to win. Like, we're not even going to go far. Might as well just stop playing. But Luke turned it on, like, big time. And as you can see, that was a good pop out from our opponent there. Good shots coming in, but it's 1-0 in the scoreboard, and I'll let some of these play out for you. And I'd just like to say, our opponents here were very, very nice, very friendly, like, you know, very nice people, as were the people in the first match we played. And it's always nice playing opponents who are, you know, not dickheads, you know what I mean? Like, these people are nice to play with. So shout out to Jason, shout out to Tom, shout out to the opponents in the last match. And Rio, who is a really good GB player, young player, was also coaching his dad, which was really nice to see. Actually, I do actually respect, and I like to see the bond between the father and son that happened in this match, coaching on the side. Like, the bond, you can see there was a very close bond between them two, and it's nice to see in a father and son relationship. So shout out to them two. But anyway, back to the match. It's 3-2 up, and Luke and me are starting to play a lot better. Nice placement there from Luke into the corner, and we kind of shook the cobwebs off from the first match, and we decided, listen, there's no pressure now. We've won the first match, we got through it. Now we can relax a little bit, and that really started to show in our paddle and in our play. We're coming in nice, good intensity. I stick a really nice forehand volley there, nice stretch from me there, and we're playing a lot more consistently, and we're not making many errors, and we're just starting to play a lot better, which is nice, because I really didn't have hope after the first match, I'll be very honest. And I play a big smash here, get the tag, which is unfortunate. We take the first set 6-3, we got the momentum for the second set, and we're playing a lot better, and Luke is starting to make, you know, a lot more balls and be a lot more aggressive and start to play the game which I knew he could play, because I played with Luke a lot outside, not in tournaments. This is the first tournament I've played with him. There you go, there's his aggressive game style. He does play well, and we win it 6-3, 6-2. Alright, I'm about to play the semi-final against two square one people who are very familiar, Simmer and Barney, so it should be a good match. Hopefully we can do well. Let's see what happens. Alright, so we've made it to the semi-final, and this is going to be a big, big test. The level's going to increase now. We're playing Simmer and Barney, square one players. I've played them a lot at square one, because that is the club I play at most. So I knew these two were very good players, very solid players. Like, some of the best players at square one, the best pairing at the moment at square one. They're beating everyone at square one. So we knew this was going to be tough. I told Luke, listen, we need to lock in now. We're now playing well. Forget about the first match. Let's see if we can do well in the semi-final, because we're in the semis. It doesn't matter how we've got here. We're here, and we're playing well now. But it's a good forehand volley from Simo. And this match, I'm going to show a lot more points, because this match goes down to the wire, and I hit the best shot I've ever hit in a paddle match before in a tournament, and it's just crazy. You're going to want to stick around this match. It's a cracker of a match. But here we go. Nice defense from Barney. One thing from Barney playing on the right side here, who is about to hit the ball. Very good defending. A little bit unorthodox in the technique, but very, very effective shots, and he reads the game very well. Luke with the big aggressive smash. And one thing to note in this match before we get going right into it is the balls were not new, and this was an issue that both pairs had. The balls were like 2 or 3 games old. We didn't get new balls for the semi-final, and they were fluffy. Like, we tried to kick the smash out at the beginning, and everyone noticed that the balls just weren't bouncing very high. But, you know, it is what it is. You got to play with the balls you got given, so we carried on. So it's 2-1 up now. Lovely backhand volley from me there, just staying in the rally, and we're just not making many mistakes now. Me and Luke are really starting to play well together, and it's nice to see. I play a backhand volley down the middle, and I throw up a nice backhand down the centre, and look how I'm defending well now. I'm playing much better. We draw the error there. So it's on serve, and by the way, it's not fast forward today. We were playing to 6, which is really nice to see. Lovely bit of defence from me there. See, and then a lovely lob. That's just so nice. I'm actually really happy with how I played at the start of this match, and I think I was a bit too critical in my last video, and I was picking out all the weaknesses that I was making, all the mistakes, but you know, I'm going to give myself some credit. I'm playing this point really well, and although we get an unlucky net cord, you know, I'm playing well. I throw some nice good shots in there, so time to give myself a bit of credit, I think, in these videos rather than slating myself. I felt like I was playing really tactically, like throwing a lot of lobs in, deep lobs, playing the fake smash. My shot selection was really good at the start of this match, I thought. And Luke as well, like we'd go a short smash, slow smash, and then a big one to follow. So me and Luke really started this match quite well. It's on serve though. Simo and Barney, a dangerous pair. We cannot switch off for a second because we know that they're going to take advantage. Simo here, I think, goes for a lovely Bahada. That had so much pace on it. And just a little reminder, before we get to the end of this video, make sure to like and subscribe, firstly. And lastly, like, I will be showing you the little review self-reflection thing at the end. So stick around to the end of the video to, you know, so you can see me jot down what I learned from this tournament like I did in the last video. And a couple of you came up to me in this tournament, shout out to you guys, and said they liked that idea. So it's good to see that what I'm doing is you're liking, you know, in person. It's also cool when lots of people come up to me at these tournaments as well. Like, it's really cool, to be fair. Luke, big smash down the line, and it's 3-all. This is a big game in the first set. Let's see what happens. Lovely shot into the corner from us. Barney can't quite defend it, and we go 4-3 up. So if we get a break here, we can win the first set. Let's see what happens. Luke plays a nice Chiquita, we push to the net. Then he plays a nice, you know, it's a decent shot down the middle. I play a lob volley, and I'm loving the lob volley there. It's so effective. Simo stretches, but he accidentally touches the racket with the ball, so he loses that point. Here we go again. We get another good point there. We're putting pressure on their serve. The fist bump comes out. You know it's important when that comes out. And here we go. What's going to happen? Scrambling off the cage, and we do win that point. So it's break point to us at this crucial stage in the first set. I throw a backhand down the centre with pace. Luke comes in, pushes in it aggressively. Simo with nice defence, throws a lob up. And we come back, transition to the net well, putting pressure on them again. I call for this ball, another shot down the middle. I'm playing that shot a lot. I like that shot. And then Simo punishes me with the backhand volley. So we unfortunately couldn't take our chances in that game, but it's 4-all, another big game here. And I'm starting to play really well in this match, to be fair. That was a nice point for me there to secure the game at 4-all. Let's see if we can get the break. Look at the defence there from the right side off the double glass down low. And the spin here. I'm just not going to be doing these things at the start of my paddle journey, guys. I'm seeing a big improvement in my game. And here, I actually do make that ball. Simo goes for a nice angle here. Point continues. I start and reset the point here. And I throw a speedy Vibra into the corner. Good defence from Barney here. This is a crucial rally. Lovely ruler to the cage. Simo falls over, and I have to I didn't go for the tag, but I had to place it into his space down there because obviously he's not going to be able to stand up in time and make the ball. So putting pressure on their serve here. Let's see if we can take the first set. Luke, nice volley down low. I come in with the backhand into the corner. That's my trademark volley. And a backhand again into the corner with pace. And then he draws the error. That's a nice ball for me there. Let's see if we can take this set down. It would be a huge start to this match. I play a backhand down the line. Lovely shot there. Barney throws one up in defence. I go for the big one, and we secure the first set 6-4. That's a big game. And that is going to give us momentum. As you can see, we took it into the second set here. But we knew that we still had to fight for every game because these guys, you know, they weren't going to give up. Definitely not. I've played them before, and these guys weren't going to give up. They're fighters, and they are just great players, so you can't switch off. I play a nice backhand volley there into the side glass, and we take the first game down. But as you can see, Simo comes in, and he's hungry to get the break back. He's hungry to get a bit of revenge. Barney, nice to fit a defence here. Simo unfortunately misses that ball, but it's 2-1 to me and Luke here. And, we're still fighting hard, and it's been a great match so far. Very, very close, not much in it. And, it's to 6, and I'll be honest, I was starting to get a bit tired at this point because already played 3 matches previously, and it's back to back to back, and it wasn't fast 4, and it was to 6, and it was tiring. Yeah, that volley's brutal. Really a lot of spin on that one. Didn't come off the glass much. An error from Luke, and it's 3-all in the second set. Crucial game again. Lovely fake smash from Luke here. Draws a back wall boast, but it's a really deep back wall boast here. And that was a good shot there. Simo with his trademark Vibra. That's one of his shots that he's very, very good at. And I throw a nice lob volley up here. Barney with the injection of pace, but we draw the error. So let's see if we can hold this crucial game. Luke goes for a big smash, but the balls are rolled, like I was saying at the beginning, and it gets punished. That is unfortunate because if new balls, that would have just come back over our side of the net. But we're still fighting. I think we might be 15-30 down here. Luke goes for one into the corner. Barney with the one down the middle, and I played a shot of the century. Oh my goodness, watch that one back. I've never played a shot like that before. Are you joking? At 15-30 3-all, I pull that shot out. Unbelievable. The tweener angle cage winner at 15-30, and we win the game. That is a shot changing, momentum changing point shot. Incredible. Like, I actually can't get over how I've hit that shot. I'll never do something like that again at that moment. It was just unbelievable. I'll be honest, I didn't even mean to. It was just all instinct. Like, the ball was at the back glass, miscommunication. I just stuck it through my legs and somehow pulled off that winner. Oh my goodness. But yeah, it's 4-all here. It's still very, very tight. And we are serving now a crucial game in this second set of 4-all. And a lovely backhand from Barney to pass Luke down the corner. And I go for a big-ish smash, doesn't really work out. Backhand volley into Simo's corner. He's defending well, throws up a nice high lob and draws the error. So we're under pressure in this 4-all service game. Let's see what happens. Similar story to the first set, and we lose it. And we get broken at a crucial stage in the second. It's now 5-4, and they've got all the momentum in this match all of a sudden. And momentum swings very, very fast, like I've been talking about in my recent videos. And let's see what happens at 4-5. Can we get the break back? Lovely passing shot down the line from Simo on the forehand. And they just take the momentum from that game into this one, and we actually do lose it. So we're into a champ tie break. Let's see what happens. And you see how well Luke's playing now. He kicks the ball out of the court with 3-match-old balls. Come on, give him some credit in the comment section. From the way we started to the way he's playing now, what a change. Like, he's really turning it up now. So we go for a backhand volley down the centre there. I go for a lob, reset the point. We're 3-1 up in the champ tie break. Very important to get this point, and we do lose it, unfortunately. So anything can happen now. It's also very important to keep hold of a lead in the champ tie break, because if you go 3 or 4 points ahead, then you just get all the momentum and you get the confidence, and you see the heads drop from the opponents. But that doesn't happen, of course. It goes 3-all, super, super tight match. I throw a lob here, and Barney comes in with a nice shot there, and they go 4-3 up here. So it's time to lock in now. We can't lose this point. It's a very important point here. Nice half volley there. We're putting them under pressure here. They're in defence. Throws a nice lob up though. What's Simo going to do? Pushes in nicely, but unfortunately misses the forehand volley. It's 4-all. The way we moved them around in that point and finished with the backhand volley was so nice. Really well played there. Nice point from us. We're 5-4 up. We've got a little bit of momentum. If we can get this 1 point, I go for a big one, and we do get it. Now we've got a little bit of a lead. We've got some breathing room. This is a very crucial point as well. Luke with a nice shot down the middle. Then he goes down the line. We push to the net. I should be with him right here. He goes to Simo, and an easy pop out. And we do make the pop out. So it's 7-4. We've got some time now. We've got some momentum. Lovely fake smash from Luke. This guy's playing very, very well all of a sudden. Really well. Barney goes up for a nice one. We're 8-4 up. Let's see if we can get some match points. Simo, lovely Bahala down the centre. Great shot there. 8-5. Let's see what happens in this point. I play a backhand volley into the cage and it sets up match points. 9-5. Let's see what's going to happen. Can we get to the final of a tournament? I've never got there before. Huge pressure on these points. The nerves are starting to take over a little bit, but we're locked in and we're focused. Luke goes for one down the line and he misses that ball. That was a little bit nervy. We're 9-6. We've got 2 more match points, 3 more match points, I think. Simo, nice lob up in defence. I go for a little bit of a tentative shot here. I'm just trying to make the ball, trying to draw the error, and that backhand just doesn't dribble over off the net. It literally hit the top of the net and didn't roll over. It's 9-7. Now it's starting to get a bit nervy. One down the middle. Let's see what happens in this point. Can we get over the line? They're defending well. Simo throws up a nice lob. Luke goes for a Vibra into the corner. Simo resets with another lob. Luke goes for another one into Simo's corner. Nice aggressive shot from Simo. It's 9-8. And now, let's see what happens. Shot down the middle. Luke comes in. He plays a lob volley. And Luke comes in with the slice down to Simo's feet. Barney comes in off the back wall. And we get the pop out. And we make it into the final of the grade 5. What an absolute result. Great match. Great players. What a result. All right, we're into the final. We're both absolutely cooked, I'll be honest. So we made it playing against these guys. On court 1. No one's here. We're the last people standing. I've got a wound. Luke's doing his massage gun. Luke's cooked. We're both cooked. We're going to give it one last attempt. One last push. See what happens. So we finally made it to the final. Never before seen on a Precision Paddle Road to GB Top 100 series before. And here, the little photo from the referee as we get this match underway. And I would like to just say, I'm not going to make an excuse off the bat, but I was absolutely cooked. And Luke was cooked as well. I was so tired. At the start of this match, I actually thought I was going to have to retire. And it's not me making an excuse or anything, but I was so tired. Everything was hurting. We didn't have much break. These guys had a walkover in their first match, so they had a bit more rest than us, and they had a longer rest coming into the final. And me and Luke only had about 10-15 minutes, and I was so tired. I was shaky. I hadn't had any food. I actually felt like I was going to throw up at the start of this match. I'll be very, very honest. That's just how I was feeling. But regardless, I was still ready to give it everything. I've never been in this position before. I was ready to fight for it, and I just wanted to see if I could just push my limits and see if we can win this final. So we go 1-love up. It's a great start, and I'm exhausted, bro. But I play a lovely shot there, like Chiquita, and then we get past. And the thing about playing back-to-back matches is I've never been this far in a tournament, and my body was just not prepared for it at all. To sets to 6 as well, and to play the 10-8 in the champ tiebreak in the last match, all the emotion that went into it, I was just kind of drained at the start of this one. But I had to pick some energy up out of somewhere because, this is a big match. It's a final. I need to, give my everything. And like I said in the last video, you can only control how much effort you put into these matches. You can't control anything else. So let's see if I put the maximum amount of effort I can into this. Luke, nice one into the corner. And here, I play a nice lob. No, I don't. I play one down the middle. I usually would have gone for lob there, but I play a nice half volley lob there. And Aiden, who I'm hitting the ball to, the left-handed player, Aiden, is in this match, was very, very good at lobbing. That was one thing I noticed off the start. Very, very good lob. Didn't miss the lob at all, and it was deep every time. So that was a little bit of a shot that he had. And when you've just come off a grueling match after playing 3 back-to-back, the last thing you want is to play someone who just lobs all the time. And that's exactly what we were playing. So it was going to be tough. But we're 2-1 up. And I was just, look at me in the back glass there. I was so exhausted. I never lean against the glass, bro. I never do it. But I was leaning against the glass. But what a shot there for me. Nice one down the line. And here, I'm still pulling out trademark shots. Here, I remember this one very well. A little half volley down the line as well off the backhand. That was really nice. So I was still fighting. I was still pulling out shots that were really good. We were in the final. I was pumped, but I was drained. You know that feeling? Like, it's just, let me know if you can relate in the comments, but I was very, very tired at this point. But I was ready to keep fighting. I play a backhand there and I just miss. And I think we're actually break points here. And I throw in a couple errors because my legs just aren't moving, bro. Like that's a shot there I just don't really miss very often. And we actually we waste our chances in this game because we had break points here to go 3-1 up and we just couldn't quite get over the line.
I was like, oh, I might come up.
It's a bit frustrating looking back because we could have been 3-1 up there, but instead it's 2-2. But it's fine because we're still fighting hard. We go 3-2 up, and if we get this game, we can go break up in the first set. Lovely shot from Luke. The way he turned it up and turned it on as this day went on was it was really, really good to see. Like he was playing some of his best paddle I've ever seen him play at the end of this tournament. So shout out to him watching this. It was just good to see. Anyway, it's 3-2 now. An unfortunate error there to go 3-3, but we're still fighting. Luke said his legs just weren't moving. He was cramping up. It was just crazy stuff was happening, bro. I didn't have any food going into this match. I didn't have any time. These guys have been waiting around for a while. They wanted to get on, which is fair enough. Luke goes for one into the corner and one into the other corner. It's a nice play from him here. And then the big one doesn't quite get it right though. So brings him to the net and we lose that point, unfortunately. But it's a nice idea. We did actually have new balls for this match finally. So that was something at least. I play a backhand volley down the middle. Luke goes for a Vibra into the corner. Comes in with a forehand volley. We're at the net here. Nice lob there from our opponents. Like I said, their lobs were very, very good. And, moving us around was a very, very good tactic from them. Like, it was the right tactic. I respect it. It's what you should be doing. They probably sensed that I was a little bit kind of tired because I literally couldn't hide it, bro. I was so tired. I literally couldn't hide it. My body language was just like, limp, I think is the word you could use. But it's 4-3 anyway. I'm pushing him with a backhand volley. If anything's not going to let me down, even if I'm tired, it's my backhand volley. So still using that effectively. But unfortunately, they are 4-3 up and they have got the break. So they are serving at 4-3 here. And there's a couple errors still creeping in. We did have a lot of chances in this first set. We had break points in a couple service games, so it wasn't a whitewash at all. We were fighting hard. It was a close first set. But these guys were, they were just playing well. They weren't really making mistakes. They were very consistent. The rallies were long. And all of this added to the fact that we were just exhausted. It was a tough one out there. I really felt like I was in the trenches in this match.
Over 40. Over 40. Sorry. Over 40. Is that a thing? Is that graded or is that just
No, great. There is also.
Yeah, another tired looking shot there for me. Didn't move my feet at all. It's 5-3 to them. And let's see what happens. Who's going to take down the first set. Nice bit of pace into the corner from Luke there. And a nice slow one to finish. And then we come into the net. I play a nice big smash. And we get that point. I was still smashing well in this match, actually. I smashed well the whole day. I was going for my big smash. Didn't really hold back. I committed to it a lot. So I was proud of that. And it's 5-4 to them here. Nice lob from Luke there. I come in, play one down the centre. And then here, like I was talking about, the lobs were just coming in. And it was just absolutely brutal. Probably another one here. Look how deep that lob is. Like, I have to stretch back there. I play a Bandeka/Gancho to come back into the net. Another good lob. And, when you're playing against people with really good lobs, it's difficult to actually win points, even if you're fresh. The lob is so important in paddle. It's the most important shot. So these guys are very good at that. And look, Luke's cramping up at the end of the first set. We were just absolutely finished, but we needed to give everything. Luke was telling me at the change of ends, listen, we just need to give one last push here, like just one more push. And then when it's done, it's done. We need to fight for everything. So that kind of gave me a little bit of energy. I was eating something, a little snack at the side on the change of ends. And I'm talking about it a lot, but take nothing away from these guys. Oh, here's a Bahada. That one absolutely rifled into my body just to add salt into the wound. Obviously, it's the right shot to play. Obviously, I'm not offended by that shot. Good shot to play. I just couldn't get out of the way in time. But that just added to my tiredness as well. And it was one of those matches that was just brutal, to be honest, absolutely brutal. So we go 2-love down. We've lost a little bit of our heads in the second set. We're both just exhausted, but take nothing away from these guys. Like Aiden and Stuart played really, really well in this match. They played well, they outplayed us. You know, it wasn't anything to do with us. Like the tiredness wasn't an excuse. They played really, really well. They played well the whole day. I see this Aiden guy in every single tournament draw. If you're watching this video, I'm sure I'll see you at every single tournament I've booked coming up, because he's always making a good run. We go 3-love down and the heads dropped a little bit here. Although we did fight hard till the end. Not going to show all of it because, like I said, the video will be so long. It's 5-3 here, the last game of the match. Let's see if we can do anything here at the end. We're tired, we're throwing in half volleys here. Luke comes in and they play another lob, and at this point it's like, oh my goodness, how many lobs? Once again, great tactics from our opponents. Exactly what they needed to do, they did. They executed their game plan very, very effectively, and they just outplayed us. And that's just how it is. And we lost, and we came second. But I'm very, very proud of how we did overall. And it was a good run from us. And we played well. Luke turned it up at the end, and I was happy overall with the day.
Oh, we almost did it, bro. We almost did it. Yeah, little debrief at the end of the final. I was absolutely cooked. Oh, we had a 10-8 champ tiebreak in the semi-final. Absolute grind of a match. And then we had like 10 minutes, 15 minutes break to go into the final. I was absolutely cooked, I'll be honest. I've never felt that tired in a match. Like I honestly felt like I was going to throw up. It was actually that bad. Like there was a point in the first set where I was like, okay, am I going to have to retire here? Like it was really bad. Did feel really tired, but obviously, you know, I got some energy back. I got my kind of second win. I had some food like during the match, but oh wow, I was tired. But yeah, fair play to the winners. They were deserved winners. You know, it was a good match. It was a close match. You know, a couple breaks here and there in both sets again. I'm just super happy we got to the final. After the bad start to the day to get to the final, yeah, I'm just gassed. Best result on the Precision Padel Trano in the tournament, getting to the main draw final. And I'm just really happy, like I'm proud. Oh, I gave everything, bro. I really did give everything in that semi-final and final. I'm so cooked. Luke, with my partner, was telling me he could hardly walk at the end. Wow, it's actually a lot of fitness needs to go into these tournaments. I didn't realise that. Playing 4 matches back to back, full sets, it is not easy. Especially with all the emotions and stuff going in as well. I feel drained. But we did it, got to the final. Yeah, I'm actually really happy with the result, to be honest. I'm just thinking about it, I'm thinking about it now, thinking about the day. Because when you're in the moment, you're so locked in, and now I'm just like thinking about it all. A lot of emotions. A lot of people came up to me and said hi. They know the channel, I've been watching the channel, so that's always cool. And yeah, like I'm grateful for all the support. Obviously, you know, I want to get that win soon, but getting to the final was the first step. So yeah, solid plays in the final. You know, played well, played very well the whole day, locked in. I gave it everything, that's all I can ask for. So I'll see you when I'm back home to do a little 1-line journal thing I did in the last episode.
Okay guys, it's the day after the tournament, the big day, and I need to do my journaling, my self-reflection. One thing that I learned from yesterday's tournament at Ilford, so I'm going to write it down, one thing I learned. And the one thing I learned from yesterday's tournament was this: always have faith in your partner, even if they get off to a bad start. Okay, this is actually something I learned yesterday. You know, I kind of lost a little bit of faith in my partner at the end of the first match. I was like, this is not going to be our day, and I kind of got a bit deflated. But make sure to always have faith in your partner, support them, because you're a team. It's a team sport, and even if it goes bad in the first match, even if you lose and you're in the consolation, always support your partner, because you never know what could happen at the end of the day. And you know, even though we started bad yesterday, look where we ended up. So that is the one thing I learned. I'm going to write it down. Pretty cool one today, actually. So let me know if you're also going to start writing down these things after your tournaments as well, because I think it's pretty cool to look back, I think. So that's what I'm going to write down. So yeah, let me know if you're enjoying this series. Make sure to like and subscribe to this video, because it's the furthest I've ever been in one of these tournaments, furthest I've ever been in the Road to GB Top 100 series tournaments at the LTA tournament. So yeah, show some support down below, leave a comment, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and stay tuned for the next episode of Road to GB Top 100. See you later.